What is up, divine peeps? I had an amazing experience during Barry this past couple of days. Um, I was out of power Monday morning at 6 a.m. till Thursday at like 6 o'clock p.m. And during that time, I didn't even struggle. I actually noticed that I manifested more time to meditate, which is what I've been wanting to do since I had to take off work to sort of keep my household together. So, what I've learned through meditation during this time is gratitude, acceptance, and unity. Things like these are actually not bad nor good, they just are. But it can have both bad and good effects depending on how you look at it. I look at it as it brings unity because it brings us together to keep each other's spirits up and for rebuilding. So my heart goes out to everyone that still don't have power yet. It's coming. I'm sending blessings y'all's way. But it gave me gratitude for the fact that when the power came back on, I was like, oh, it feels nice to have air again, and it feels nice to be with family. It makes you really understand what you have. That you don't need anything. You have everything already, just in the state of being. It's a mindset. If you're constantly dwelling on good mindsets, it leads to passion, drive, and enthusiasm. And it also leads to acceptance. It leads to, you can even find forgiveness in people. Like, you let their stuff not affect you. It's sort of like a story like my brother told me a long time ago when he went to the grocery store. It was like, he was wearing some shirt, and this lady came up to him, and she's like, that shirt offends me. And he goes, well, then don't look at it. And it leads me to this, like, why do we create problems that aren't there? Like, when you get offended by something, that's on you. That's coming from your own ego, just trying to create a problem so it can feel better at solving it, which is not good at all. We have to get out of that mindset of offending. Like, we must be radical acceptance of everything, because that's how you find peace. Radically accept everything and know that through your perception, you create your reality. You get to play the game you want to once you step into the just being unconditional love, being peace, being grateful for what you have, because you already have everything already. You don't have to chase or do anything. It's more like the more you go after what you're passionate about and enthusiasm, it doesn't feel like work. It's like this force greater than you that just propels you. It's a flow. It's not even a force. It's more of just a natural flow of things. But after Beryl, I just I was at odd with I was in awe of myself during meditation. It was like during the sweat and the heat, the lack of food, no power. It's just like I could be freaking out right now, or I could react in a negative way right now. But for some reason, I felt at peace. I felt thankful for the experience because I it reminded me of a past experience during Hurricane Ike. We were out of power way longer, and I was a different person then. I wasn't on the same mindset. I didn't have the same mindset. I wasn't at the same consciousness level of awareness, and it was a tough time. This time was so much smoother. It made me understand how much I've grown and how much I've changed and how much I've evolved for the better. But during this time, even with people that still have power out, just know, you're not alone. We're all rooting for you. In your time of need, people are going to be there. All you have to do is have faith And don't be afraid to ask either. Ask for what you want. Even in the fear of rejection, it's more like it's something I learned from a Jim Rohn, the father of multi-level marketing. It's like ask, 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 ask. If you get rejected, it doesn't matter. Just keep going and keep asking. That rejection, eventually you get so used to it that you're it's like your mind automatically comes up with new ways to be innovated, and eventually that rejection stops and people will start to be drawn to your evolution of no fear of rejection. It's the craziest thing. Like, I still get nervous making videos, but not as much, because the more and more I look at that fear as it's just my ego telling me all the things that I don't care about anymore. It's just trying to keep me in fear of what I'm trying to accomplish because it thinks it's keeping me safe, but it's not. I'm willing to step outside the comfort zone and go after my enthusiasm and my passion. And my enthusiasm is just, to share my experiences to the world. Whether you like me, hate me, or love me, that's not the point. If it helps you, that's great. I'm glad. If it don't, move on. No heart, no foul on your part. So, but the thing is be grateful for what you have and know that you're not alone in this world. Even through stuff like, Beryl, Hurricane Beryl, it brings people together. So even the negative things that happen in the world, they have meaning. They have a reason. And it's whatever meaning and reason you want to give it. But if you're on a level of consciousness that's all for peace and prosperity and joy, you can actually see that. You can actually see the benefit that it has. That it's actually, you don't have to pay attention to the negative aspect. You can literally pay attention to nothing but the positive. Because everything positive has a negative, and everything negative has a positive. It's about being in the balance of it and knowing that everything works out in the end. You are where you're supposed to be. No matter what decision you make, it might put you in an experience that is uncomfortable, or even an experience you don't like, but you will come to have revelations. Okay, I don't want to experience that no more, so I choose something different. I select something different, and I have faith that the divine always puts me where I need to be. It's like synchronicity is such a key. Like, once you start seeing that, it boosts up your faith. It really does. It's more like evidence, but the thing is don't even go searching for it. If you don't search for it, you'll realize it pops up anyways. When you're searching for it, it's almost like you're trying to force something. Don't force it. Just be in the state of being, of unconditional love. Move within the world with acceptance and understanding that you can meet people at their place, but you don't have to participate in it. Like, you don't have to have the same thoughts or beliefs, but you can meet them there and, say what you have to say, boost them up. Just don't ignore your feelings, though. Be authentic. It's okay to have reactions. It really is. It's just knowing that you come back to that state of 0 point energy field, the state of balance. That's the key. And don't always dwell on the negative. That's what you attract. Just sort of, when the negative thoughts come in, just realize, like, it's ever fleeting, because even the good moments are ever fleeting. Ain't that crazy how during trauma we remember that like it was yesterday, but the good memories, it's like we remember bits and pieces, but we can't remember the whole story. It's like that, but when you really look at it through a higher state of consciousness, it's all fleeting. It's all temporary. It's all moment to moment basis. Like frame rate, it's all moment to moment basis. So that's why it means live in the moment. Live in gratitude, live in love, have experience, because that's all it is experience. It's whatever you want it to be, good, bad, or indifferent. If you look at it as just experience, and that you don't have to repeat the same experience in the same cycle if you don't attach to it, look at it from a detached perspective, and you can experience it and then let it go. But the whole point was, this brought me to a whole new level of gratitude, a whole new level of acceptance of people, and a whole new level of understanding of unity. Like, we need negative things. It actually drives us to understand the loving nature of the positive. Like, it's sort of like, if you want to get religious, I'm just using this as a reference. It's like the devil drives you to the light. Why do you think Lucifer stands for the light bearer or the light bringer? His wickedness, you look at it and you get in all of the wickedness so much that it will literally drive you to the light. Like, I went through the darkness for years and years. I was always depressed and stuff. So I walked through it's almost like walking through hell to get to heaven. Evolution is unavoidable. We're all at different levels, but that doesn't mean we have to hate. That don't mean we have to discourage. We're here to build each other up and have this experience on an individual level, but also a collective level. It's all experience, though, and whatever meaning you want. But we can be all together because in the end, you're not separate. It's even in our own Pledge of Allegiance, for crying out loud. Individual means not separate. Indivisible means not separate, my bad. Indivisible means not separate. You can't be, it's impossible. God is good, God is bad, but God is both. But all is good. All is of love. Even the bad was created through love of the contrast of experience. Without the contrast, we wouldn't have a deeper level of understanding. We wouldn't evolve. It's part of the growth process. But anyways, I love you all. I hope y'all have a good day. I hope people that don't have power get power back soon. But just know, like, my prayers and blessings go out to you. Be the blessing, because when you are the blessing for someone, you will be blessed, because the world only reflects back to you what you're being. So I love you all. Have a good one. Bye.